I'd rather be the god of death than the hero of a massacre. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me for Chronicles in Collecting, where I'm going to take a look at the Robot Spirits XXXG01D Gundam Deathscythe. This figure came out in June 2014 and retailed for about $42 US. I was able to get one for about $70. This mobile suit is from the anime Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, which was a 49-episode anime that ran from 1995 to 1996. It also had a 4-part recap OVA titled Operation Meteor and a 3-episode sequel OVA titled Endless Waltz. There is also another sequel called Frozen Teardrop, but we don't need to talk about that. So I think like many people, Gundam Wing is the first Gundam that I saw and the one that really got me into the franchise. They used to air it on Cartoon Network and used to watch it all the time. They haven't really released many of the Gundam Wing figures as Robot Spirits, or at least they haven't lately. I know that the Epion and Wing Zero are coming out of Metal Robot Spirits this year, so I'm really looking forward to that. But it seems like it could be quite a while, if ever, if we see the kind of original suits from the show getting re-released or remade in some sort of nicer form, maybe a version anime or something. So figured I'd go back and pick up some of the old ones. This guy's from 2014, so almost 7 years old, but they're not super expensive, at least for some of the base models. They actually released quite a bit. The early models, they actually didn't release a lot of the Endless Waltz stuff, which is kind of odd. Seems like would be one of the things that people would want to see the most, but maybe the taste of the Japanese Super Robot Spirits fans are a little bit different than that of the US. So yeah, this is, not a super complex figure. Again, this is an older Robot Spirits. I think this was like at a $40 price point or something like that. So, obviously not going to be as elaborate as some of the stuff some of the stuff that we get today. But, it's a nice figure. It's nice construction. It feels good. It's got nice details. It's got everything. I think they give you kind of everything you want. Take a quick look at that. So yeah, again, not too much on this one. I'm going to take a break here. I'll pose it, and I'll be back with any final thoughts. And we're back. All right, let's get it on the rotating stand here. I cannot explain how much fun I had with this figure. I mean, it's 7 years old, but this figure, it feels great. The plastic is great. The joints are so movable. I probably made one of the most dynamic poses I've ever made on a Gundam, and it took me about 10 minutes of posing. Just super easy to use, super fun to play around with. Like I said, there's not a lot to the figure. There's not like a bazillion accessories, but everything just looks really nice. It's got all the nice little detailing. It looks just like it's from the show. The colors are really nice. The feel is really nice, and it's got all the weapons you need. I really like that it kind of had this like slightly curved handle for the Sith to kind of give that dynamic motion, in addition to having, the more traditional straight one, and, I don't know what you call this contraption thing, this like shield blaster thing. You could move it, and there's 2 different effect parts for that. You can put it however you want. Highly recommend this figure. Like I said, I was able to get it for like $50. Would totally recommend it at that price, and I would expect to be seeing a lot more of these Gundam Wing Robot Spirits on this channel based on how much I enjoyed, posing this one. Anyway, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And if you didn't like it, tell me about it in the comments. I do anime figure reviews on Wednesday, and I do anime reviews on Saturday. Typically, the Wednesday reviews are going to be newer figures, hopefully things from this month, from the month that it comes out, maybe a little bit older. And I'm going to try to do, 2 or so kind of flashback Fridays where I'm looking at some older figures that I haven't opened yet. But please join me for next week's Wednesday figure review, where I'm going to take a look at the Metal Robot Spirits Justice Gundam from Gundam Seed. Thanks so much, and keep collecting.